As the Minnesota Vikings are facing a hard reboot, I refuse to use the term rebuild. We may have said rebuild before, but anyways, it's a reboot. It's time to completely wipe and system restore the rooster. Every veteran with a weighty contract who's getting up there in age should be on the table, potential to move. That includes 10-year veteran and team captain Kyle Rudolph. Absolutely, it should. And even though he's playing more snaps than ever, it's mainly blocking, which is weird because that was the knock against Rudy early on in his career. It's like, he's not really about that blocking life, but now he's actually pretty good, but now he's not getting the ball. Right? He only has 10 catches for $123 and one touchdown, the one-handed touchdown, which should count as two, but yeah. 14 targets this year. All of them are on pace for massive career lows, and he's even taken a couple passive-aggressive shots at his lack of usage. Like ever since Kirk Cousins got here, he was just never gotten on the same page with Kyle Rudolph. Minus the game-winning touchdown against the Saints. Cool, awesome. But also, if Cousins isn't the answer, and second year, the pride of Alabama, Irv Smith, continues to rise up, Rudy has to wonder if his future is going to be here. Is he going to live out his golden years with the Vikings as they go through a new young quarterback, a new system, a new change, all this and all that? And heck, also, he openly whined about his future and where it was going to be before he got smacked in the face with that 4-year, $36 million extension. Out of nowhere, by the way. Out of nowhere. But also for the Vikings, why are you paying a now blocking tight end to be the fifth highest paid tight end in the NFL? So Rudy earns more than Ertz. He earns more than Gronk. He earns more than Darren Waller. He earns more than Tyler Higbee. It's just an anomaly. It is. So why? The question is, why would a team trade for Kyle Rudolph and his contract as of this time? Because another Rob Brzezinski special, of course. Rudy has zero D'Angelo Russell guaranteed money left in the final 3 years of his deal. Also, his $7.25 million signing bonus, which would count against the cap, has already been paid out by the Vikings. So it's going to be a zero dead cap charge for the new team with 3 years remaining on that deal. So that new squad is going to have complete control over Rudy, and likely that's more than enough leverage to get him into a smaller deal with a little bit of guarantees in there. So question is, what teams would be interested? Well, the first one comes to mind. Not a contender, but sentimental one. So the Bengals, that's Kyle Rudolph's hometown team. He was a basketball star in Cincinnati before taking his talents to South Bend. And also, playing out his final years in front of friends and family. If you're going to be on a bad team, you may as well go home. And also, you get to work with a young franchise quarterback like Joe Burrow. Also, just for this year, CJ Zuma is out, who had quickly become a Joe Burrow favorite, as well as a former second-round pick Drew Sample out of Washington is like, it's whatever. So Rudy, even though this year is lost for the Bengals, they are fully rebuilding yet again. At least you can get the ball. At least you can get the rock. At least you can do that. Eagles could be an option. So Dallas Goedert is out. Zach Ertz is now lost for a month. They got Richard Rodgers. Richard Rodgers is going to be that guy on Thursday Night Football night. It's going to be great. Cool. Patriots. So Belichick has always had an affinity for Kyle Rudolph. It just does seem that way. And there's been rumors like, this is after Gronk retired the first time, this is when the Vikings trade Kyle Rudolph to the Patriots. Well, maybe it actually happens this time because no more Gronk. And also the rookie Dalton Keene has been down with a neck injury, so there could be an opportunity there. Colts, of course, we saw Mo Alley Cox just up front, up close and personal. He's dinged up now. Jack Doyle is whatever, even though he's massively overpaid as well. And then also the Bills. Rudy's like, hey, Diggs, what's up? The Bills, Dawson Knox, coming out of Ole Miss, he's missed some time as well, so he could catch a couple of rocket balls from Josh Allen. So now the question is, what could the Vikings get in return? Probably not a lot. I think in a vacuum, just as a player, Kyle Rudolph at his age, at his skill level at this point, I think probably a fourth rounder would be fair. But the Vikings could amp up that compensation by agreeing to pay the bulk of his remaining salary this year, his $7.025 million base salary, thus easing the cap even more on this season. And also they could shoehorn him into some teams that are a little bit cap strapped as well. I mean, that could ramp up that fourth round in a vacuum pick to maybe a third round pick. All of a sudden, that's pretty good. And then the Vikings could be in business now with 3 top 100 picks again, minus the 2 for Yannick. But also, if they trade Yannick, I legit think with the unique structure of Yannick's contract, we'll talk about him in a second, that they could get a first-round pick for Yannick. If they trade Riley Reef, they could probably get a third. So all of a sudden, the Vikings, who could be deficient in day 2 picks, could be flush with picks. Just getting after it. But, it's depressing to having to talk about this in week 7. But if the Vikings are going to do a full-on hard reboot, they have to do it right. They have to get rid of the veterans. They have to get rid of the weighty contracts, build up as much cap space as possible, recoup as much picks as possible, and then build a squad around a future franchise quarterback. So there you go. But your thoughts? Kyle Rudolph potentially getting traded? Let us know in the comment section below. Subscribe for daily Vikings takes. Want to support that work? Pull some of the Venmo. But until next time, Skol, production value.